Honorable Dr. Irving McIntyre, Acting Prime Minister and Minister of Finance, Economic Development, and Resilience, Social Security. Dr. Colin Antoine Prospect, Acting Minister of Education, Sustainable Development, Innovation, Science, Technology, and Vocational Training. Honorable Frederick Stevenson, Minister of Foreign Affairs, Trade, and Consumer Affairs. Honorable Vanilla Wynnum Shepherd, Parliamentary Secretary in the Ministry of Education, Human Resource Planning, and Excellence, representing the Minister of Education, Human Resource Planning, Vocational Training, and National Excellence. Ms. Janelle Modest Stephen, Ministry Secretary, Ministry of External Affairs and International Trade, and Diaspora Affairs. Mrs. Amit Lee Joseph, Ministry of Education, the Office of the Chief Education Officer, Mr. Geist, and Secretary, Minister of Education, Human Resource Planning, and Vocational Training, and National Excellence. Honorable members of Cabinet, Mrs. Brett Fernandez, Country Officer for Dominica, Embassy of the United States of America, Mrs. Marika Stevenson, Acting Country Director, U.S. Peace Corps, Eastern Caribbean, other officers of the education officers of our 4 islands, Ms. Peggy Fay, Director of Programming and Training, U.S. Peace Corps, Eastern Caribbean, Mrs. Angelique Todd, Deputy Director of Management and Operations, U.S. Peace Corps, Eastern Caribbean, Mr. Andrew, Programming and Training Manager, U.S. Peace Corps, Dominica, Ms. Felicia Aaron, Programming Training Specialist, Peace Corps, Dominica Office, Ms. Marisa Johnson, Programming and Training Specialist, U.S. Corps, St. Office, Ms. Sharon Jones, Programming and Training Manager, U.S. Peace Corps Office and Lucia Office, and the other Peace Corps Eastern Caribbean. Volunteers of the media, ladies and gentlemen. To the ceremony, as we play the national anthems of the United States of America to our host nations, remaining for the duration of all national anthems. The national anthem of the United States of America. The national anthem of Dominica. national anthem of Grenada. The national anthem of St. Lucia. The national anthem of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. You may be seated. To offer words of encouragement and wisdom to our soon-to-be volunteers, I now invite our acting country director to address the group. Please welcome Mrs. Marie Stevenson, joining us from St. Vincent and the Grenadines. We're not hearing you, Marika. Still not hearing you, in St. Lucia. Still not hearing you. Not hearing you. No. We do apologize for this glitch. Hopefully it will be resolved. We're still not hearing you. We do apologize, we're experiencing some technical difficulties. Hopefully, shall be resolved in a minute or two. Dominica, can you please say something so we can be sure that everything is working on your side?
Dominica?
Dominica, are you speaking?
We are doing well in Dominica.
You are speaking, we are not
here.
hearing you. Okay, we're hearing you now. Dominica, thank you. We will need to turn up your volume just a little bit.
1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2.
Yeah. That 1, 2 was from. Thank you, we can hear St. Vincent now. So, to our. This is Trainee St. Vincent.
Thank you. Apologies for that slight interruption and for your patience. Thank you. Good morning again to our distinguished guests, government officials, community partners, Peace Corps staff, and most importantly, our soon-to-be volunteers. I am honored to join you for the 95th swearing-in ceremony of Peace Corps volunteers in the Eastern Caribbean. Our trainees have come from far and wide, bringing with them rich and varied experiences, speaking more than 8 languages, and offering many years of expertise across a wide range of professional fields. From Europe to the Carolinas to New Jersey, traveling many miles to answer the call to serve in the Eastern Caribbean. 9 weeks ago, you all arrived as trainees full of curiosity, excitement, and maybe just a little bit of nervousness. And today, you stand ready to be volunteers. Over the past 9 weeks, you've completed intensive training, including technical sessions, language learning, model school practice. They've lived with incredible host families, learned to hand wash clothes, cook local dishes, and immerse themselves in the vibrant cultures of the Eastern Caribbean. To our trainees, take this moment and soak it all in. This marks the official start of your service, but it is not the end of your learning. You may face challenges, big or small, and potential moments of doubt. And in those moments, I want you to remember this. Small actions, consistently and authentically offered, create ripples that extend far beyond what you can see. Your presence matters, your willingness to listen matters, your openness to learn matters. The relationships you build will be the most lasting legacy of your service. Serve with humility, work with integrity, and lead with everything that makes you uniquely you. Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Stevenson. Now it is my honor to welcome Country Officer for Dominica, Embassy of the United States of America, Mrs. Brett Hernandez, to share remarks on behalf of the U.S. Embassy. Welcome, Country Officer, Mrs. Brett Hernandez.
Good morning. Good morning, the Honorable Dr. Irving McIntyre, Acting Prime Minister and Minister of Finance. The Honorable Fenella Wyndham-Shepherd, Parliamentary Secretary in the Ministry of Education. Other honorable members of Cabinet and senior officials of the governments of Dominica, St. Lucia, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Ms. Peggy DeFay, Director of Programming and Training, U.S. Peace Corps. Mrs. Lankasha Joseph John, Programming and Training Manager, U.S. Peace Corps. Other members of the Peace Corps, principals and representatives of selected primary schools, volunteers, distinguished guests, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen. It is a true honor to be with you all today across 4 proud nations: Dominica, St. Lucia, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and Grenada, to officially welcome and swear in the 95th group of Peace Corps volunteers serving in the Eastern Caribbean. This ceremony marks more than just the culmination of training. It marks a beginning of a shared journey built on partnership, mutual respect, and a deep commitment to community service. Since 1961, the Peace Corps has been woven into the fabric of life in the Eastern Caribbean. For over 6 decades, volunteers have worked shoulder to shoulder with our partners in education. Today, as we swear in these new volunteers, we continue that legacy of service. Trainees, congratulations. You have answered the call to serve not only the United States, but to walk beside communities that have opened their hearts and classrooms to you. You are about to become not just teachers, but co-learners, collaborators, and community leaders. To our partners in government, thank you. Thank you for your leadership and enduring trust. The Peace Corps cannot exist without your vision and collaboration. Together, we are building stronger educational foundations, not only for today's students, but for future generations. Trainees, as we begin this ceremony and as you prepare to raise your hands and take your oath, I want to leave you with one final thought. Your journey ahead will not always be easy, but it will be meaningful. You will learn as much as you teach. You will be changed, just as you help create change. And most of all, you will become part of a legacy, one of peace, service, and commitment. On behalf of the United States government and the American people, thank you for your commitment and your heart. Congratulations again, and welcome to Peace Corps service in the Eastern Caribbean.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Hernandez. It's now over to recognize our SCORE trainees to the pre-service training and are ready to do the whole service. Our program training managers will be presenting their training. To present the trainees from Dominica, we look to Program and Training Manager, Lankasha Joseph John.
Good morning. I am Lankasha Joseph John, and I am the Program and Training Manager here in Dominica. It is my pleasure to present today to the Acting Country Director of Peace Corps Eastern Caribbean, the government and people of Dominica, these 3 trainees. They have successfully completed pre-service training requirements and demonstrated the competencies needed for volunteer service. Trainees, please stand as I call your name and please remain standing. Christian Hyundai from the state of New Jersey. Jamison Smith from the state of South Carolina. Tess Tyler from the state of Illinois. They will be serving as primary literacy resource volunteers in the Northern District in Dominica.
Thank you, Ms. Lancashire Joseph John. Presenting the trainees in St. Lucia, I call on the program manager, Ms. Sharon Jules.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Sharon Jules, and I'm the Program and Training Manager here in St. Lucia. It is my pleasure to present today Acting Country Director of Caribbean Government of St. Lucia, the Trainee. We have successfully completed the pre-service training requirements and completed the competencies needed for volunteer service. Trainees, please stand as I call your name and please remain standing. Angela Montano from the state of California. Sharon Joyner from the state of North Carolina. Leonidas Coritas from the state of New York. Tiffany Hogan from the state of Houston. These 4 trainees will be serving as primary literacy resource volunteers in District 7 and 8. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Jules. Now, for the trainees who will be serving in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, we call Marisa Jonathan from St. Vincent and the Grenadines, our Program and Training Specialist.
All right, can everybody hear me? Great. Good morning, everyone. My name is Marisa Johnson. I am the Programming and Training Specialist on the island of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. It is my pleasure to present to you today the acting Country Director of Peace Corps Eastern Caribbean, the government and people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, these 3 trainees. They have successfully completed the requirements for pre-service training and demonstrated the competencies for volunteer service. Kids, as I say your name, please stand and remain standing. First, we have Lyric Knowles from the state of Illinois. Next, we have Maribeth Bratner from the state of Washington. And last, but certainly not least, we have Nathaniel Poole, also from the state of Washington. These 3 trainees will be serving primary literacy course volunteers in North Windward and South Central Windward. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Johnson. We now invite our Acting Country Director, Mrs. Marika Stevenson, to administer the Peace Corps oath and to lead volunteers in reciting the Peace Corps Pledge service, a commitment that defines the heart of this journey.
Thank you. Can I please ask Dominica and St. Lucia to provide 1 microphone to the trainees? Thank you. And if staff on each island could capture photos of them taking the oath as well as of the screen of all 3 islands. Thank you. There you go. Okay. You'll repeat after me, please. first name, last name, do solemnly swear or affirm
I, Larry Moses, solemnly swear and affirm
that I will support and defend the Constitution
that I will support and defend the Constitution
of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
that I take this obligation freely
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion,
without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well and faithfully
and that I will well and faithfully
discharge the duties of the office
discharge the duties of the office
on which I am about to enter, so help me God.
on which I am about to enter, so help me God.
Thank you. Well done. Well done, trainees. Volunteers, officially. We now have the pledge, the Peace Corps Volunteer Pledge. I, first name, last name, promise to serve alongside the people of your country of service.
I, Larry Moses, promise to serve alongside the people of Dominic.
I promise to share my culture with an open heart and an open mind.
I promise to share my culture with an open heart and an open mind.
I promise to foster an understanding of the people of my country of service.
I promise to foster an understanding of the people in the country of service
With creativity, cultural sensitivity, and respect.
with creativity, cultural sensitivity, and respect.
I will face the challenges of service with patience, humility, and determination.
I will face the challenges of service with patience and
I will embrace the mission of world peace and friendship.
I will embrace the mission of world peace and friendship
For as long as I serve and beyond.
for as long as I serve and beyond.
In the proud tradition of Peace Corps legacy,
And the proud tradition of Peace Corps legacy.
and in the spirit of the Peace Corps family, past, present, and future,
And in the spirit of Peace Corps family, past, present, and future.
I am a Peace Corps volunteer.
I am a Peace Corps volunteer.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Acting Country Director. Congratulations to each and every one of our new volunteers. Let's give them We celebrate your courage, compassion, and commitment to service. You may see. This concludes our virtual ceremony. We now transition to our in-country celebrations happening across our islands. On behalf of the entire Peace Corps Eastern Caribbean team, thank you for joining us. This is great.
So as we transition to our in-service ceremony, I invite our program and training specialist, Ms. Kalisha Aaron, who will now serve as a master of ceremony
Recording
to
stopped.
continue our service right here. Let's welcome her to the stage. And as we do that, we know we were on television, so we were kind of a bit reserved in our congratulations to our volunteers. Let us give them a wonderful round of applause. Welcome to Service in Dominica!
The Honorable Dr. Dominic McIntyre, Acting Prime Minister and Minister for Finance, Economic Development, Climate Resilience and Social Security. The Honorable Fenella Wenham Shepherd, Parliamentary Secretary in the Ministry of Education, Human Resource Planning, Vocational Training and National Excellence, with specific responsibility for education reform and human resource development, representing the Minister for Education, Human Resource Planning, Vocational Training and National Excellence. Other honorable members of Cabinet, Mr. Robert Gis, Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Education, Human Resource Planning, Vocational Training and National Excellence. Other Permanent Secretaries, Mrs. Brett Hernandez, Country Officer for Dominica, Embassy of the United States of America, Ms. Peggy DeFay, Director of Programming and Training, U.S. Peace Corps, Eastern Caribbean, Mrs. Lancashire Joseph John, Programming and Training Manager, U.S. Peace Corps, Dominica Office. Other members of the Peace Corps and Training Team in Dominica, Dr. Jeffrey Blaise, Chief Education Officer. Other members within the Ministry of Education, principals and representatives of selected primary schools, volunteers, distinguished guests, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, good morning.
Good morning.
It is a true honor to stand here today as we continue this celebration, not just of your accomplishments during training, but of the journey you are now beginning here in Dominica. You have already taken your oath, volunteers, pledging to serve with dedication, humility, and respect. Now you step into the heart of that commitment. These 6 weeks of preparation here in Dominica, behind you will fill with learning, growth, discovery, and fun. You have gained language skills, technical expertise, and cultural understanding. More importantly, you have built the resilience, adaptability, and open-mindedness that will guide you in the months and years ahead. Today, we welcome you into the Peace Corps family in country, a family that works side by side with communities, learns from their wisdom, and builds lasting bonds of friendship. Your service here will not only make an impact in the lives of others, but it will shape your own life in ways you cannot yet imagine. To our host families, partners, and community representatives, thank you for the role you play in making this service possible. Your support and guidance will be the foundation for the volunteers' success. Volunteers, as you begin this next chapter, carry with you the values you have embraced, the skills you have developed, and the passion that brought you here. The work ahead will be both challenging and rewarding, and we are confident you will meet it with the same dedication you have shown thus far. Here in Dominica is where your service truly begins, and we look forward to walking this journey with you. We now invite our featured speaker for this occasion, Honorable Dr. Dominic McIntyre, Acting Prime Minister, Minister for Finance, Economic Development, Climate Resilience, and Social Security, to address us this morning.
Thank you very much, Mr. Aaron. Protocol has been established, but a special good morning to my cabinet colleagues who are here with me and our head table as well. Thank you so much for your invitation to participate in this meaningful ceremony that ushers in a new storm of service for 11 Peace Corps volunteers, 3 of which will serve here in Dominica. I bring greetings from the Honorable Prime Minister, who is unable to attend, but sends his best wishes for a successful time in Dominica and hopes that you will all feel very welcome here. Also, on behalf of the government and people of the Commonwealth of Dominica, I extend a warm welcome to each of you, who a few moments ago officially became Peace Corps volunteers. Your presence here in Dominica and your commitment to serve speaks volumes about the values you uphold: service, solidarity, and a belief in the transformative power of education. For that, we are deeply grateful. We are grateful because it means you will impart your valuable knowledge and skills in our primary schools here and in other parts of the Eastern Caribbean as well. As we move to various reforms of our education curriculum, beginning this September at the primary school level, we welcome and any assistance we can get to widen the learning horizons of our children, to provide them with varied experiences that can mold them into productive citizens. I believe you are well placed to assist in this regard. In Dominica, we see our education system as a path to empowerment, to opportunity, and to nation building. The fact that 3 of you will soon be working as literacy resource volunteers in our primary school is both timely and impactful. You are joining a vibrant community of teachers and learners where you will help nurture a generation of readers, thinkers, and dreamers. We welcome you to our schools and certainly look forward to your partnership. Let me also commend the Peace Corps organization for its continued partnership with the Eastern Caribbean and with Dominica. Since the 1960s, you have made impactful contributions in education, agriculture, health, youth, and community development projects. Your long-standing commitment to grassroots development and cross-cultural exchange has brought lasting benefits to our communities and enduring friendship across borders. Over the decades, Peace Corps volunteers have worked hand in hand with local stakeholders, not only sharing knowledge and skills, but also learning from the resilience, creativity, cultural richness of our people. Whether supporting literacy programs in our schools, enhancing sustainable farming techniques, promoting health and wellness, or empowering young leaders, the Peace Corps has remained a trusted and valued partner in our national development journey. Against this background, we look toward the future, confident that the bond between the Peace Corps and Dominica will continue to grow even stronger, and we remain deeply appreciative of the spirit of partnership and solidarity that defines your mission. This ceremony marks a new chapter for you, the volunteers, and also for our children, schools, and families whose lives will be touched by your service. Once again, on behalf of the Honorable Prime Minister and the government of Dominica, I welcome you as volunteers, but also as friends and partners in our shared goal of building a brighter, more literate future for our youth. I encourage you to enjoy all that Dominica has to offer. Our island is rich with culture, with nature, and with good people. Make the best of these wonderful attributes. Make your 2 years in Dominica and our sub-region be filled with purpose, growth, and unforgettable experiences. I thank you for choosing to serve. As you take your oath, know that we are fully appreciative and supportive of your work and wish you every success. Congratulations, welcome, and thank you.
Thank you, Dr. McIntyre, for these words of encouragement. Volunteers, I hope you really listened keenly, and you will go out there and you will do your service with pride. All right, at this time, Honorable Fenella Whelan Shepherd, the Parliamentary Secretary in the Ministry of Education, Human Resource Planning, Vocational Training and National Excellence with specific responsibility responsibility for educational reform and human resource development, will now give brief remarks on behalf of the Minister for Education, Human Resource Planning, Vocational Training, and National Excellence. Put our hands together.
Good morning, everyone. And I'll adopt the protocol that was presented to us before. Special good morning to all of you sitting here. I felt the energy for one particular volunteer, and I think I know why. That family is always highly energized, and I'm sure you had a fun experience. I like to give stories because it's easy to relate to, but I decided this time to chop my stories and will share. Having Peace Corps volunteers come to the most beautiful island on earth is part of our culture. Imagine coming to a place unknown and to have found love is even more incredible. Lasting friendships and unions have happened between locals and our beloved Peace Corps. This is to tell you that the Peace Corps holds a critical and precious place in the fabric of our Dominican society. Good morning again, and warm welcome to you, and especially to our Peace Corps volunteers. On behalf of the Minister of Education, the people of Portsmouth, and the wider Dominican community, I express deep gratitude for your presence here in Portsmouth, Dominica. To leave one's comfort zone, we all know, a home, and to cross the oceans to give of your time, your skills, your energy, and your life to serve others speak volumes about your commitment to humanity and to build bridges of friendship. We as Dominicans, we are full of energy, we're full of experience, a lot of history, and of course, natural beauty. And we are proud, and we are warm, and we are friendly. Move among our people. Be patient and listen. There's much to learn from us, and there's much to learn from you. Enjoy our performance and entertainment culture. And probably by now you'd have heard that you're going into one of the most beautiful seasons on our island. I sure hope that you visit our marketplace and find your fresh fruits and vegetables. Great friendships and relations have been formed in our marketplace. After a while, you will find that the vendor knows your name and even begins to look out for you to hand you some nice juicy bags of tomatoes or whatever produce it is that they have to offer, because she or he knows that you're going to come every Saturday. May your work schedules be facilitated by those who you meet and work with. Give them all your best and draw from them their best. As I said earlier, there's much to share, and our people are personal, friendly, and helpful. May your time here contribute to your growth and development. I am assured that after Dominica, you are going to be transformed individuals. May this journey be refreshing and enriching for you. Together, let us work to uplift and to empower and to inspire. Welcome to Dominica. Welcome to Portsmouth.
Thank you, Honorable William Shepherd. I kept smiling while she's talking. I guess me she was talking to. But it's because I could identify with it too as well. All right. So at this time,
we are going to invite the volunteers to present a certificate of appreciation to their host families. I mean, 6 weeks, they opened the doors and they welcomed the volunteers. They took care of them, they gave them somewhere to sleep, they cooked for them, they shared with them, and when we interacted with them, they told us that it was a very enriching experience because they got to share their culture, and also the volunteers shared their culture with them. So at this time, they are going to present their certificate of appreciation.
Hello? Okay. Miss Theodora and Mr. Ernest and Dylan, can you please come up to the front of the stage? Thank you.
Miss Justina Cogna, can you please join me on stage?
Could Ms. Claudette and Sharon Wallace join me on the stage?
All right, let's give a round of applause for all the host families. So for 6 weeks, they have been learning the culture, they have been given technical skills, and right now they are going to do a little presentation for us. So we want you to sit back, we want you to listen keenly and enjoy the presentation.
Bonjour tout le monde. Good morning, everybody. I am Delia Coffee Weeks, the language and culture tutor, and you are going to have a feast. Because in 6 weeks, they have done well. Merci quick. Ladies and gentlemen, every language has its time and its place. Whether we speak in English, Dominican English, or Creole. To prove my point, right, I invite you to witness a court case.
Oye, oye, oye. All persons concerned, draw near and give attention. This magistrate's court will begin its session to hear the matter of Mr. Yvon Tout against Mr. Rumbolon, alias Shalik, and Mr. Brandy Rawlings, alias Ayeke. All rise.
Call the first witness.
Mr. Yvon Tout.
State your name for the record.
I am one Theophilus Captius AT in the back street, better known as Yvon Toots, because I sells everything at my shop called the Shop for the Living and the Dead.
Mr. Etienne, tell us what has brought you here.
Your Holiness, my shop is a place of great disrepute. I does make sure that people obtain decorum when they're in my presence. I put up a sign. And since then is Monsignoras.
Your Holiness, you will address me as Your Honor. Do you understand?
Yes, my honor.
Your Honor.
My honor.
Your Honor.
Oh, sorry. Your honor.
Now, proceed.
My honor. Sorry, your honor. I did in my customary place of business, giving exemplary services to my valued customers. One, Miss Priska, did intend come to the counter. She did start to tell me what she did want, but I could not understand that she did ask for groceries. I did though have in a shop. And your honor, I does pride myself on having everything in my shop.
Can you give us some examples?
Yes, your honor, I have a list. One book say yes, half a book weight red, one book sick, one book farine French, one book card Saint Sweet, and one saucepan letter.
Is this some kind of code? What are these things?
Me, your accent. I on board, you on board, and you want me to tell you what's happening on the ground.
Officer, caution this man. I will hold him in contempt.
Mr. Yvon Tout, you cannot speak to the magistrate like this. Conduct yourself.
Sorry, my honor. Sorry, your honor. I still don't know what she was talking about. I asked if she was seeing the groceries she wanted, and she was in the process of pointing them out to me. When I did hear waylay and two scarab hounds, Shalik and Ayake both suffered, and them are some of my exclusive furnitures in the shop.
Thank you. That will be all. Call the next witness.
Priska Watt.
Present, sir.
State your name for the record. Madam. State your name for the record.
But, Your Honor, I'm not seeing it.
Madam, what is that you are not seeing?
The record, sir.
What is your name?
Exactly, sir.
Madam, I am asking you, what is your name?
Legally, sure.
Ika mandeu sakino.
Hey!
Sir, I is one Prisca Watt from Plate.
Miss Watt, tell us what happened at Mr. Etienne's shop.
You mean Mr. Yvon Tout, Your Honor? One shop at have in the village?
Yes, Mr. Yvon Tout.
Your Honor, the village feast was coming, so I did want to make a good for two sister for when visitors come.
What is good? And which two sisters are you expecting?
Yo bonbon moite le fait, pou desse, pou le étranger veni.
Your Honor, She wanted to make a cake as dessert for when strangers come.
You understand this gibberish?
Your Honor, with due respect, this is Kweyol, our native language of life. Some people can only communicate effectively in that language, but since it is not accepted everywhere, this poses barriers to effective communication.
Interesting. Now, to bring an end to this circus that this case was becoming, I will pose the questions to you. You will ask Miss Watts and tell me what her answers are. Ask her to tell us what happened in the shop.
Ça qui fait en boutique là.
Your Honor, I can talk in English. I did go into shop to buy little groceries. I tell Mr. Yvonne Toot what I want, but he did not understanding, so I was showing him what I did want. One book say yes.
Yon livre dit oui, a pound of rice.
Half a book weight red.
10,000 livres pois rouge, half pound red bean.
One book seek.
Yon livre sick, a pound of sugar.
One book farine French.
Yon livre farine France, a pound of flour.
One card book say sweet.
Yon 4 livres sans doux, quarter pound lard.
One saucepan letter.
Yon pan lait, a tin of milk.
As we dig there in the shop, the more start to fall.
The more?
La pluie.
It was raining.
And a king green fly inside and rest on Ayeke and Paul.
Saki-san?
Yo waka qui volait et puis y posait on les épaules Ayeke.
Ah, a cockroach flew in and landed on Ayeke's shoulder.
Shalik did see it and he brushed it, but Ayeke don't know why he hit him, so he hit him back, and they start to fight. They break a stool and the one little domino table. They shout away things, they cook stay, and they was rolling on the floor. In all the comba, Ayeke headbusts and hunters start to come out.
During the fight, some stuff was overturned. The fighters were rolling all over the floor, and at some point, Ayeke's head burst and he began bleeding.
When Shalik see blood, the comba finish. He désolé and himself and he faint. His behind head burst when he fall down.
When Shalik saw the blood, the fight stopped. He got sober and promptly fainted. He burst the back of his head when he fell.
So, Miss Watts, did you finally get your ingredients for your cake?
No, Your Honor. Mr. Yvonne Toot say everybody outside, shop closed. And he wants to know who cleaning the floor and who paying for his things that mash up.
Thank you, Miss Watts. That was very helpful. Call the next witness.
Mr. Rumboland. Mr. Rumboland.
Shalik, you need my talking to. Present your worship.
Mr. Rumboland, what do you have to say for yourself?
Your Honor, what they say is true. I will pay my share of the damage.
Call the next witness.
Mr. Brandy Rawlings.
Present, Your Honor.
And you, Mr. Brandy Rawlings?
Well, Your Honor, guilty with explanation. I didn't know it's a cockroach. My partner was brushing, so I hit him back. We fight, it's true. And two of us head bursters, so we even. We break Mr. Ivan Toot furniture, but it's unfair what we do him. Those things was good to light fire. I is a boss carpenter, so we'll make proper furnitures for him free of charge if he give me the materials. What you say?
I agree.
Mr. Etienne?
I agree.
Okay, the matter is settled. And on another note, officer, I need you to teach me some of that language. I suspect some of the spice is lost in translation.
So you see, everything has a time and a place. When the time is right, we should express ourselves in proper standard English.
And so too, we should be able to express ourselves in our own language. Creole, Langmaman. If any Yankee play to pass yon black show en Creole, there is nothing sweeter than a spicy joke in Creole. Apwese sakisanu, pale Creole, appreciate our own. Speak Creole.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of our cultural item. Give them a round of applause. You may take your seats. As we bring this ceremony to a close, I want to extend my deepest thanks to everyone who made it today possible. Our distinguished guests, community leaders, host families, Peace Corps staff and friends, your support and encouragement are the pillars that hold up this mission. To our newly sworn in volunteers, congratulations. Today marks the beginning of a journey filled with challenges, learning, and countless moments of connection. We are proud of you. Yes, we are proud of you. And we are also confident in the positive impact that you will make. May you serve with courage, listen with empathy, and always remember the purpose behind your promise today. Thank you all for being part of this special moment. Safe travels when you leave, and let's continue to work together to build peace and friendship. Have a good day, everyone. Just a few announcements as we leave. First of all, we are going to be taking some pictures with the volunteers. In this order, the government ministers, officials, principals, followed by the Peace Corps trainers, then the host families, community leaders and partners, Peace Corps staff, and anybody else who would like to take the photos with them. And we have refreshments at the back. We would like the refreshment, like you're gonna go to my left, which is your right, through that door, and then you exit this way. So we're gonna be taking some photos, and that's all for today. Thank you everyone for being here.
So we've come to the end of this swearing-in ceremony for Peace Corps volunteers in Dominica. Thanks for viewing and have a good day.